Solomon's most wonderful song.
Cover me with your kisses, for your love is better than wine. Your perfume smells wonderful, but your name is sweeter than the best perfume. That is why the young women love you. Take me with you. Let's run away. The king took me into his room. We will rejoice and be happy for you. Remember, your love is better than wine. With good reason the young women love you. Daughters of Jerusalem, I am dark and beautiful, as black as the tents of Kedar and Salma. Don't look at how dark I am, at how dark the sun has made me. My brothers were angry with me. They forced me to take care of their vineyards so I could not take care of myself. I love you with all my soul. Tell me, where do you feed your sheep? Where do you lay them down at noon? I should come to be with you, or I will be like a hired woman caring for the sheep of your friends.
You are such a beautiful woman. Surely you know what to do. Go follow the sheep. Feed your young goats near the shepherd's tents. My darling, you are more exciting to me than any mare among the stallions pulling Pharaoh's chariots. Those horses have beautiful decorations at the side of their faces and around their necks. Here are the decorations made for you, a golden headband and a silver necklace. Your cheeks are so beautiful, decorated with gold. Your neck is so beautiful, laced with silver.
The smell of my perfume reaches out to the king lying on his couch. My lover is like the small bag of myrrh around my neck, lying all night between my breasts. My lover is like a bunch of henna flowers near the vineyards of En-Gedi.
My darling, you are so beautiful. Oh, you are beautiful. Your eyes are like doves.
You are so handsome, my lover. Yes, and so charming. Our bed is so fresh and pleasant.
The beams of our house are cedar. The rafters are fir.
I am a rose on the plain of Sharon, a lily in the valleys.
My darling, among other women, you are like a lily among thorns.
My lover, among other men, you are an apple tree among the wild trees in the forest. I enjoy sitting in my lover's shadow. His fruit is so sweet to my taste. My lover took me to the wine house. His intent toward me was love. Strengthen me with raisins, refresh me with apples, because I am weak with love. My lover's left arm is under my head, and his right arm holds me. Women of Jerusalem, promise me by the gazelles and wild deer, don't awaken love, don't arouse love until I am ready. I hear my lover's voice. Here it comes, jumping over the mountains, skipping over the hills. My lover is like a gazelle or a young deer. Look at him standing behind our wall, staring out the window, looking through the lattice. My lover speaks to me. Get up, my darling, my beautiful one. Let's go away. Look, winter is past. The rains have come and gone. The flowers are blooming in the fields. It's time to sing. Listen, the doves have returned. Young figs are growing on the fig trees. Smell the vines in bloom. Get up, my darling, my beautiful one. Let's go away.
My dove, hiding in the caves high on the cliff, hidden here on the mountain. Let me see you. Let me hear your voice. Your voice is so pleasant, and you are so beautiful. Catch the foxes for us, the little foxes that spoil the vineyard. Our vineyard is now in bloom.
My lover is mine, and I am his. My lover feeds among the lilies, while the day breathes its last breath and the shadows run away. Turn, my lover, be like a gazelle or a young deer on the cleft mountains. At night on my bed, I looked for the man I love. I looked for him, but I could not find him. I will get up now. I will go around the city. In the streets and squares, I will look for the man I love. I looked for him, but I could not find him. The guards patrolling the city found me. I asked them, "Have you seen the man I love?" I had just left the guards when I found the man I love. I held him. I would not let him go while I took him to my mother's house, to the room of one who bore me. Women of Jerusalem, promise me by the gazelles and wild deer, don't awaken love, don't arouse love until I am ready. Who is this woman coming from the desert with this large group of people? The dust rises behind them like clouds of smoke from burning myrrh and frankincense and other spices. Look, Solomon's traveling chair. There are 60 soldiers guarding it, strong soldiers of Israel. All of them are trained fighting men with their swords at their side, ready for any danger of the night. King Solomon made a traveling chair for himself. The wood came from Lebanon. The poles were made from silver and the supports were made from gold. The seat was covered with purple cloth. It was inlaid with love by the women of Jerusalem. Women of Zion, come out and see King Solomon. See the crown his mother put on him the day he was married, the day he was so happy.
My darling, you are so beautiful. Oh, you are beautiful. Your eyes are like doves under your veil. Your hair is long and flowing like little goats dancing down the slopes of Mount Gilead. Your teeth are white like ewes just coming from their bath. They all give birth to twins. Not one of them has lost a baby. Your lips are like a red silk thread. Your mouth is beautiful. Your cheeks under your veil are like 2 slices of pomegranate. Your neck is long and thin like David's tower. That tower was built to be decorated with 1,000 shields on its walls, with the shields of powerful soldiers. Your breasts are like twin fawns, like twins of a gazelle, feeding among the lilies. I will go to that mountain of myrrh and to the hill of frankincense while the day breathes its last breath and the shadows run away. My darling, you are beautiful all over. Every part of you is perfect. Come with me, my bride from Lebanon. Come with me from Lebanon. Come from the peak of Amana, from the top of Senir and Hermon, from the lion's caves, from the mountains of the leopards. My darling, my bride, you excite me. You have stolen my heart with just one quick look from your eyes, with just one of the jewels from your necklace. Your love is so beautiful, my darling, my bride. Your love is better than wine. The smell of your perfume is better than any kind of spice. My bride, your lips drip honey. Honey and milk are under your tongue. Your clothes smell as sweet as perfume. My darling, my bride, you are pure like a locked garden. You are like a locked pool, a closed fountain. Your limbs are like a garden filled with pomegranates and other pleasant fruit, with all the best spices: henna, nard, saffron, calamus, and cinnamon. Your limbs are like a garden filled with trees of frankincense, myrrh, and aloe. You are like a garden fountain, a well of fresh water flowing down from the mountains of Lebanon.
Wake up, north wind. Come, south wind. Blow on my garden. Spread its sweet smell. Let my lover enter his garden and eat its pleasant fruit.
My darling, my bride, I have entered my garden. I have gathered my myrrh and spice. I have eaten my honey and honeycomb. I have drunk my wine and milk. Dearest friends, eat, drink, be drunk with love.
I am asleep, but my heart is awake. I hear my lover knocking, saying, "Open to me, my darling, my love, my dove, my perfect one." My head is soaked with dew. My hair is wet with the mist of night. I have taken off my robe. I don't want to put it on again. I have washed my feet. I don't want to get them dirty again. But my lover put his hand through the opening, and I felt sorry for him. I got up to open for my lover. Myrrh dripping from my hands. Myrrh-scented lotion dripped from my fingers onto the handles of the lock. I opened for my lover, but my lover had turned away and was gone. I nearly died when he came and went. I looked for him, but I couldn't find him. I called for him, but he didn't answer me. The guards patrolling the city found me. They hit me. They hurt me. The guards on the wall took my robe from me. I tell you, women of Jerusalem, if you find my lover, tell him I am weak with love. Beautiful woman, how is your lover different from other lovers? Is your love better than other lovers? Is that why you ask us to make this promise? My lover is tanned and radiant. He would stand out among 10,000 men. His head is like the purest of gold. His hair is curly and as black as a raven. His eyes are like doves by a stream, like doves in a pool of milk, like a jewel in its setting. His cheeks are like a garden of spices, like flowers used for perfume. His lips are like lilies, dripping with liquid myrrh. His arms are like gold rods filled with jewels. His body is like smooth ivory with sapphires set in it. His legs are like marble pillars on bases of fine gold. He stands tall like the finest cedar tree in Lebanon. Yes, women of Jerusalem, my lover is everything I desire. His mouth is the sweetest of all. This is my lover. This is my darling. Beautiful woman, where has your lover gone? Which way did your lover go? Tell us so that we can help you look for him. My lover has gone down to his garden where sweet-smelling spices grow. There, like a sheep, he will eat the grass and he will enjoy the lilies. I belong to my lover and my lover belongs to me. He is the one feeding among the lilies.
My darling, you are as beautiful as Tirzah, as pleasant as Jerusalem, as awesome as the stars in the sky. Don't look at me. Your eyes excite me too much, and your hair is long and flowing, like little goats dancing down the slopes of Mount Gilead. Your teeth are white like ewes just coming from their bath. They all give birth to twins. Not one of them has lost a baby. Your cheeks under your veil are like slices of pomegranates. There might be 60 queens and 80 slave women. and young women too many to count. But there is only one woman for me, my dove, my perfect one. She is the favorite of her mother's favorite child. The young women see her and praise her. Even the queens and slave women praise her. Who is that young woman? She shines out like the dawn. She is as pretty as the moon. She is as bright as the sun. She is as awesome as the stars in the sky. I went down to the grove of walnut trees to see the fruit of the valley, to see if the vines were in bloom, to see if the pomegranates had budded. I was so excited when she put me in the royal chariot. Come back, Shulamit. Come back, so we may look at you. Why are you staring at Shulamit as she dances the Mahanaim dance? Princess, your feet are beautiful in those sandals. The curves of your thighs are like jewelry made by an artist. Your navel is like a round cup. May it never be without wine. Your belly is like a pile of wheat surrounded by lilies. Your breasts are like twin fawns of a young gazelle. Your neck is like an ivory tower. Your eyes are like the pools in Heshbon near the gate of Bath Rabbim. Your nose is like the tower of Lebanon that looks toward Damascus. Your head is like Carmel, and the hair on your head is like silk. Your long flowing hair captures even a king. You are so beautiful and so pleasant, a lovely, delightful young woman. You are tall as a palm tree, and your breasts are like the clusters of fruit on that tree. I would love to climb that tree and take hold of its branches. May your breasts be like clusters of grapes, and your fragrance like apples. May your mouth be like the best wine, flowing straight to my love, flowing gently to the sleeper's lips.
I belong to my lover, and he wants me. Come, my lover, let's go out into the field. Let's spend the night in the villages. Let's get up early and go to the vineyards. Let's see if the vines are in bloom. Let's see if the blossoms have opened and if the pomegranates are in bloom. There I will give you my love. Smell the mandrakes and all the pleasant flowers by your door. I have saved many pleasant things for you, my lover, pleasant things, new and old. If you were a baby like my little brother nursing at his mother's breast, and if I had found you outside, I could kiss you, and no one would say it was wrong. I would lead you into my mother's house to the room of she who taught me. I would give you spiced wine squeezed from my pomegranate. His left arm is under my head, and his right hand holds me. Women of Jerusalem, promise me, don't awaken love, don't arouse love until I am ready. Who is this woman coming from the desert, leaning on her lover? I woke you under the apple tree, where your mother gave birth to you, where you were born. Keep me near you like a seal you wear over your heart, like a signet ring you wear on your hand. Love is as strong as death, passion is as strong as the grave. Its sparks become a flame, and it grows to become a great fire. A flood cannot put out love. Rivers cannot drown love. Would people despise a man for giving everything he owns for love? We have a little sister, and her breasts are not yet grown. What should we do for our sister when a man comes asking to marry her? If she were a wall, we would put silver trim around her. If she were a door, we would put a cedar board around her. I am a wall, and my breasts are my towers, and he is satisfied with me. Solomon had a vineyard at Baal Harmon. He put men in charge of the vineyard. Each man brought in grapes worth 1,000 shekels of silver. Solomon, you can keep your 1,000 shekels. Give 200 shekels to each man for the grapes he bought, but I will keep my own vineyard.
There you are, sitting in the garden. Friends are listening to your voice. Let me hear it too.
Hurry, my lover. Be like a gazelle or a young deer on the mountains of spice.